The following segment is sponsored by the Upstate Center for Addiction-Treatment.
This holiday season, many of us are trying to figure out how to weigh out the traditional togetherness with family, with safety amid a pandemic, and our sanity. So does it seem like too much sometimes? The silver lining here is we can blame it on the Rona. Psychologist, author, TV host, Dr. Ish Major is here. Good morning, Dr. Ish.
Good morning, Margaret. How you doing?
Good. You know, some people cannot wait to soak up that quality time with extended family. Others would love to avoid a lot of those holiday rituals. How do we do that?
Yeah, you know, my mom used to say, son, one half of the world never knows what the other half is doing, right? And so same situation here. So for this holiday season, when it comes to those rituals, you can zoom it in, you can Skype it in, or you can skip it all and it's all okay, right? For those of us who have those holiday rituals we love, there's just as many of us who have those holiday rituals we hate. And this year, you've got the perfect excuse to bail on all of it, right? So in those relationship awkward breakups, we always say, you know, it's not you, it's me, right? So this year we can say, guys, y'all, it's not y'all, it's the Rona.
The Rona, we can blame it on the Rona, and that is so liberating. People feel so obligated so many times. They think they have to pack up the car and visit so-and-so or spend that awkward holiday meal struggling for conversation. But why are we so uncomfortable saying no?
Well, it's a big human flaw, right? We love to be liked. And if I tell you no, you might not like me, right? So we hate telling people no because we're so uncomfortable with the idea of somebody not liking us, because it always goes a couple level deep, right? So if you don't like me, that means you certainly won't love me. And if you don't love me, then how can I be certain that I'm going to get all the love I need to feel okay in this thing called life? So people have made this false connection between saying no and not getting any love, which actually is the total opposite of what you should be doing. The way to get through it is to make those good boundaries so you keep your circle nice and tight and nice and loving.
I like that very much. And I also liked it the other day when you posted something on social media that was really reassuring. You said, so far you have survived 100% of your worst days. You're doing great. We need messages like that, don't we?
Right? Because we need those reminders, because you just have. It's like we always say on Marriage Boot Camp, trust the process. Think of the last time that you fell out of the sky with no parachute, or you stepped into that deep, dark hole and didn't have a flashlight, and yet here you are. It worked out. You made it through, right? So we're afraid to sit in that uncomfortable space because a lot of us think that if I go there and I have that breakdown, I don't know if I can pull it all back together, but breakdowns lead to breakthrough. And you're never going to get to the breakthrough if you're avoiding those feelings that are leading you up to the breakdown. In psychiatry, we call that repression, and it may serve you for about 5 minutes, but it ain't going to serve you very long. So you got to trust the process and know that everything you're feeling is okay, and it is okay not to be okay.
Well, a lot of people are feeling the stress of the holidays already. We're hearing about increasing rates of substance abuse and addiction. For people who aren't familiar with the Upstate Center for Addiction-Treatment, talk to us about what you do there.
It's hard. You know, we had a 16-year-old overdose a couple of weeks ago. And so in the upstate, those numbers are rising. In the upstate, the opiates are now being laced with fentanyl. And so people have to be very, very careful about that. So what we do at the Upstate Center is we use medication-assisted treatment. It's Suboxone only to help you get off of the pain pills, or worse, the heroin that you've been on. You can be on and off in as little as 6 months. Average time is about a year, but the hardest part is just making the phone call. It is totally private. It is totally discreet. Nobody needs to know your business and knows what you're doing. Come in, get treatment, get your life back, and move on down the road.
A lot of success stories come out of the Upstate Center for Addiction Treatment. You've got a location on South Pine Street in Spartanburg, another in Anderson, and people can schedule an appointment by calling 651-8116. So there's solutions there. And then I like the other one, blame it on the Rona, right?
Blame it on the Rona.
Thanks so much for being here, Dr. Ish.
Thank you.